The clash between titans continues in Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, and it's shaping up to be a game changer. But here's the burning question: who or what will these iconic creatures face off against this time? Join us as we explore potential new additions to the Titan lineup, including Kong's son. According to Production Weekly, they once considered calling the sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong Son of Kong. A while back, there were talks that the director of Godzilla vs. Kong, Adam Wingard, might work on a Son of Kong adaptation, but nothing official was said, so people weren't sure if it would actually happen. Now, it seems like Son of Kong might become a reality. At one point, the title of the sequel was named after a sequel to the original King Kong movie from 1933. In that story, they focused on Little Kong, who was King Kong's 12-foot-tall child. This happened because King Kong had passed away. Interestingly, the new MonsterVerse adaptation won't follow the same storyline. In the MonsterVerse, Kong is still alive, and he doesn't have a child or a mate, but it seems like all that might change after Godzilla vs. Kong. The idea that Kong might have a son suggests that he may have found other Kongs in the Hollow Earth after the events of Godzilla vs. Kong. Remember, he called out to them before and didn't get a response, making it seem like he was the last of his kind. But it turns out that there might be more of them out there. So not only did Kong find a new home in the hidden Hollow Earth world, but he might have also found a new family. Instead of this being the start of a new adventure for Kong, it looks like the spotlight will be on his son. One thing that Son of Kong might share with the original movie is the size difference between Kong's family and the other monsters. Even if some years have passed between Godzilla vs. Kong and Son of Kong, Kong's son probably won't be big enough to take on the huge titans. In other words, the movie will likely feature some of the smaller creatures from the Hollow Earth, including the ones we saw in Godzilla vs. Kong. Kong's child will have to grow quite a bit before he can face off against titans of his own. Hey, besides Kong's little one, there are more and more titans popping up in Legendary's MonsterVerse. Check out the ones we know exist after Godzilla vs. Kong. Rodan. Rodan, the fiery titan, has an interesting story in the MonsterVerse. Although the intro in Godzilla vs. Kong labeled both Rodan and the original titans as defeated, they're actually still kicking in this cinematic universe. After the credits of Godzilla King of the Monsters, we learned that Rodan found himself a new home in a volcano in Fiji. The Godzilla vs. Kong novelization hinted that the Alpha paid him a visit 2 years later, but we don't know what went down during that encounter. For now, it seems like Rodan is snoozing away in his volcanic abode, but he's probably just waiting for the right moment to spread his wings again if the Godzilla vs. Kong monsters make a comeback. The third Muto. So it turns out that Ghidorah's call had some interesting consequences. Remember those two Mutos that Godzilla took care of in the 2014 film? Well, they weren't the end of the line for their species. There's at least one more of them still hanging around out there. The director of Godzilla King of the Monsters, Michael Dougherty, even nicknamed this third Muto the Queen of the Mutos. Now, this Muto is on Team Godzilla and might just become an ally for him in future movies. Methuselah. Methuselah, the titan with a rock-like exterior, had quite the snooze for centuries right out in the open as a mountain in Munich, Germany. But it wasn't until Ghidorah decided to stir things up and wake up the titans that Methuselah finally got up and made it clear he was still around. Just like Rodan and some others, Methuselah briefly went along with Ghidorah's commands before deciding to team up with the new alpha, Godzilla. Now, as for Methuselah's current whereabouts, the Godzilla vs. Kong novelization dropped a hint that he's in hibernation about 100 miles away from the Amazon. However, the exact spot where this MonsterVerse giant is catching some Z's isn't specified. He's definitely keeping a low profile for now. Sila. While the others were bowing down to Godzilla, Sila decided to break the rules. In the Godzilla vs. Kong prequel graphic novel, Godzilla Dominion, Sila went rogue in search of radiation, causing a bit of a ruckus with the humans by targeting a buried nuclear missile. When Godzilla stepped in to stop the chaos, Sila didn't back down. It took a swift defeat from Godzilla to make her reconsider her actions. After that, she wisely decided to stay out of the Titan War that unfolded in Godzilla vs. Kong. Behemoth. Behemoth, the colossal titan, was among the monsters who joined Godzilla during the epic showdown in King of the Monsters. After pledging his loyalty to Godzilla, Behemoth made himself at home in the Amazon rainforest. What's really surprising, though, is what happened next. The radiation emanating from Behemoth's body had an incredible effect. It completely rejuvenated the deforested areas of the Amazon. This unexpected turn of events served as solid evidence that Emma's belief in the MonsterVerse Titan's ability to heal and restore the world was in fact spot on. Amhuluk. Behemoth was enjoying a peaceful life in the Amazon when things took an unexpected turn. Out of nowhere, he was attacked by Amhuluk, a rather strange titan with tree-like appendages and creepy tentacles hanging from his body. Interestingly, Amhuluk's name has been spotted on a monitor screen in Godzilla King of the Monsters, hinting at his existence. It appeared that Amhuluk had his sights set on taking over the Amazon for himself in Godzilla Dominion. At first, the fight between him and Behemoth seemed to be going in Amhuluk's favor. However, a stroke of luck for Behemoth, Godzilla happened to be nearby. Even though Amhuluk was definitely one of the less friendly monsters in the MonsterVerse, he quickly realized he was outmatched by the King of the Monsters and wisely decided to throw in the towel. Tiamat. After dealing with Amhuluk, Godzilla had yet another Titan to contend with, thanks to Ghidorah's awakening. This time it was Tiamat, a formidable sea serpent who shared her name with an ocean goddess from Babylonian mythology. Tiamat had made herself at home in one of Godzilla's old lairs. Unlike Amhuluk, Tiamat didn't back down easily. She put up quite a fight and proved herself to be a formidable adversary. What's more, she had a unique ability in her arsenal, a potent acidic spray that could temporarily blind Godzilla. She gave it her all, but in the end, it became clear that Godzilla was the superior Titan. Now, what Titans will appear in the MonsterVerse next? The upcoming MonsterVerse film, Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, will feature Godzilla and Kong teaming up once again, but this time against a new unnamed Titan antagonist. This intriguing Titan appears to share Kong's species, but possesses glowing blue eyes, suggesting it may harness Godzilla's atomic energy. The movie may also delve into the prehistory of Titans, potentially showcasing various ancient creatures alongside this mysterious ape. Fans can anticipate an epic Titan showdown, fulfilling the teased Titan War from Godzilla King of the Monsters in 2019. As we wrap up our exploration of the exciting MonsterVerse and the upcoming Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, we'd love to hear from you. Which Titan from MonsterVerse is your favorite? And what do you think will happen with Kong's potential son in the new film? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for joining. We'll see you in the next video.